Hi, welcome back to All United Homesteaders channel. He's wanting to play with Three Strands Homestead. Today we're going to talk a little bit about, can you really homestead on 2 to 3 acres of land? Well, we're going to give you a little tour of our homestead, and well, you determine for yourself whether or not you can. So we have 28 acres total here. A good friend of mine and myself, we went in together and we had originally bought this property, and so we actually have 28 total, but that's actually ours, mine and my family's. We got 15 acres total here. And we actually homestead on, we probably utilized 2.5 to 3 of those acres. And it's, yeah, well, I'll just show you around, and then at the end of the video, you can see for yourself whether or not you can or you can't. And so yeah. And I say 2.5 to 3 acres because I'm not 100% sure exactly, but it's gonna be, that's kind of a rough estimate. So, but you'll see it's not just a lot, but it's still very efficient. So, so this is our boundary line. So we have this fenced in area right here. This fenced in area starts right here. It goes from these posts. I don't know if you can see, there's probably about a 100-foot stretch that goes back to another set of 3 posts, some H braces, and then we have 200, maybe a little over 200 feet going back to the back corner, and then it cuts right on this side of those cedar trees, and then it kind of goes back behind the barn a little bit, and that's our goat area. And we have our bucks over here. Other than little Buddy right here, he's a weatherer, so he's just a little companion for Keo. They love each other. And then where's Thunder? Let's see. And I don't know where Thunder is. He's probably in that little hut. But anyway, so follow me down here. And forgive the mess inside here. It's where I own a tree service, and a lot of times I'll bring home some limbs and I'll just dump it in here. They'll eat all the you know, leaves and all that good stuff off of it, and then I'll just kind of burn it. And they like to jump on the wood and all that stuff and have fun. So that's what I do. What's up, Vanna? What's going on? This is Xana. She's the one that we are being long suffering with, aren't we, Xana? She likes to get a little chicken here and there and eat it for snack. So, yeah, that's another video. But she's been doing a lot better here lately, haven't you, Thing? Yes, you have. But so anyway, we have this electrical fence right here. This electrical fence separates the bucks from the does, from the mamas, and it's done a really good job. This is more of a temporary thing, and it actually worked very well for us. Don't touch this thing. Yeah, it shocks. It's working. So the goat area, it just makes an L shape. Like I said, it just goes right behind the barn, and so you have maybe a 100-foot section from this corner post to the barn right here, and then back behind the barn, from the back corner post to back behind the barn, that's another, it's like a 220-foot stretch, something like that. I can't remember. So that's our whole goat setup for right now, and we'll probably extend the herd. We'll probably end up getting some meat goats, and we'll probably, I don't know, I haven't made it that far. We'll put them somewhere. So this area is our chicken area, though the chickens really free range all over the place. And yeah, when I mean all over the place, they go everywhere. I mean, they go across the road. There's a big open field over there, and they probably free range on a bit more than what they should. But the chicken area is 10 foot by 60 foot. This is the chicken run, and it's a netted chicken run. If we want to leave and we're afraid of some predators coming in and attacking our chickens, then we can put our chickens in here. They still have plenty of room, and they do great. It's small. It's not too big, but it's not too small. It works perfect. We have 27 chickens. 2 of those are roosters. So yeah. So she's telling you exactly how it is. Yeah. All right. So all I'm saying is it works great. It's very efficient for us. It's worked out great. I'm not saying to do anything different, or that you can't do anything different, and that would not be great as well. Really, just depending on your flock size, and there's just so many different ways to doing this. There are ways of doing it efficient, and have we found out all those ways? Absolutely not. Hey! She's mad. She might be happy. I don't know. I don't know that language. But anyway, so this is what really works for us. I'm just really showing you. For us, I mean, 2.5, 3 acres it's so far looking pretty good. We have a barn set up. We have the mama goats over here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mama goats. We're expecting probably 5 more in a couple months, and I mean, they have a nice area to roam around. And Xana, our dog, she has a nice area to roam around inside the pen, and it, I would say too much more. We really need to extend a little bit. But so right now though, 5 goats, 5 mama goats, 3 or 2 bucks, 1 weatherer, and 27 chickens. That's what we have so far, and we are only at the halfway mark of the property. So we're maybe an acre to an acre and a half. Now we're gonna head over to the other side of the property, and I'll see you over there. All right, so we're back here on the homestead. Had to walk across the yard. We're waiting to get the right equipment to film while we're walking, because we have tried to walk around our property, and we were going to post that on YouTube, but it's just too shaky, so we have to get one of those little I don't know, selfie sticks. Anyway, it kind of helps stabilize. I'm learning all the terms still, so bear with us, please. So we were on that side of the house, and you know what that's like. This is our little red cabin, and it's little, but we have a lot of work to do to this place, a lot of work. So please just bear with us. So anyway, from this point on, you've seen the barn, and we're gonna work our way kind of back, because back behind the barn we have some pigs, and the pigs are probably on maybe 1/16 of an acre, roughly. So we'll go back there, and just bear with us, please, because yeah, we kind of got stuff everywhere. So we do a lot with trailers and tractors and all that stuff, and my son decided to burn. We do all our own garbage disposal, so we burn all our trash. We recycle what we can't burn. So forgive the smoke. So let's see where to start. We are going to, let's see, over here, this is going to be our garden area. The garden area is going to be probably 30 foot by 50, 30 foot by 60, something like that. And we're trying to get it all prepped. All this area that you can kind of see a bunch of debris right there. There were trees everywhere. I've anywhere from 4 to 8-inch, 10-inch trees. I had to cut down probably roughly 100 plus trees in that area to open that area up. So anyway, that's about where our where you start seeing the shrub back over here. That's where our 2.5 to 3 acre mark stops. Our property goes further that way, and it goes further back. Like I said, we have about 15 acres here total. We're just utilizing 2.5 to 3 acres, and I'm showing you what you can do. They're being loud back there. You hear all that gun racket? Man, people love their guns out here. But I'm just really showing you what you can do on 2.5 to 3 acres. And that is really the main purpose of this video. So, forgive all the firewood mess, but don't forgive it. This is beautiful. I mean, we have a lot of trees here by the grace of God, and so we live in the Ozarks. It gets pretty chilly here, and it's a blessing to be able to have your trees, and it's a blessing to know how to do tree work, to do this right here. This is big for us. So yeah. So forgive the mess in a sense, but in another sense, praise the Lord that we're able to do this. Down here, once again, I'm going to kind of show you our mark back here. So I told you where the mark is over here is about where that cedar tree is, and the Yo pond, that little line. So, and it's messy over there right now. That'll be a whole another video. We're gonna come in. We're gonna use logs to create a border, like I said, 30 by 50 or 30 by 60, and we're gonna fill it full of mulch, and then we'll do raised beds on them. Yeah. So that's that. Behind me, we have a sawmill. So we can do milling out here, produce our own lumber and all that good stuff, and that's a blessing. And behind the sawmill, we have a little pond, and Lord willing, we will get some ducks, and we may or may not get ducks. I'm not sure. They can be really loud, and they can kind of be messy, but I don't know. It'd be a good little thing to have on the homestead. They like to eat, different kind of bugs and things like that. So I don't know. You have with all this, I mean, really, you have your ups and downs and goods and bads and all that good stuff. So we have the mill here, which is a good friend of mine. When I say good friend, he would have to be a good friend to leave this mill here, huh? But of course, I take good care of it. So this is really the end of the property. So our barn is right here. We just have a little fenced-in area back behind the barn, like I was explaining a little earlier in the video. And if you follow me over here, and forgive the mess, because when we moved in here, the guy just he was a hoarder, and he had a mess everywhere, and everything that we're showing you was not originally opened. Like you see it right here where the pigs are. If you come in a little closer, this is about how the whole property was. The whole property was like this. It just had trees everywhere. There was maybe an acre of land that was not treed in like this, like with all the little trees. Excuse me. So this was the area where I'd mentioned it's about 1/16 of an acre. And so with this included, once again, we're sitting at I'm just going to say 2.5 to 3 acres. It might be closer to 3 acres. But anyway, it's still 3 acres. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff. So a little recap. I mean, we're going to have a nice big garden area. We have our sawmill area. We'll build a nice lean-to up over the sawmill. May or may not. I want to, so we'll see. That'll be a project in the future. Then we'll build some lean-tos off our barn. So our barn will be bigger. But the fenced-in area, this is a good-sized fenced-in area for the goats, for the mamas and the bucks. We have a dog. We have 3 cats here on the homestead, and then they do their part. They are constantly killing mice. Anytime you have land like this that has not been that hasn't really been taken care of, you're going to have mice and rats, or at least here we did, and they're constantly killing mice. So that's awesome. That's awesome. we have our firewood station, which is kind of a temporary place. I mean, we really want to have a better place to put some of this stuff to where it's kind of more organized. But once again, this video is to really show you what you can do on, you know, I'm not saying 3 acres is small, but I mean, we've homesteaded on smaller than this. We used to homestead on, let's see, back in Texas, there was a time where we had probably half, I'll say an acre, maybe an acre. We were still able to do chickens. We were still able to have goats. We were still able to put a garden, and it was good. I mean, everything was good. The chickens were laying eggs. They were happy. They were able to roam around, and they had a nice little area. The goats had a nice little area. We were getting milk from our goats. The parasite levels were staying down and everything. I mean, it still worked. It still worked. So here's the point. You've saw what we have and what we're working with right now. This is what we have, and we're doing a good bit on this. We have 3 pigs. I didn't tell you that. We have 3 pigs in here. We could put more. We could put more pigs in this area. We're not even utilizing, say it is 3 acres. We're not utilizing all 3 acres. We could utilize more around the house. That's, I'm going to say, almost a whole acre is going to the house. A whole acre is going around the house. That's kind of more of our yard area. So we're doing all this on mainly 2 acres. I'm going to say just 2 acres. Okay, and that's being, you know, that's what's the word? Being, that's being nice. I mean, 2 acres. It's definitely no more than 2 acres. No more than 2 acres. So our home's sitting on 1 acre. We're doing all this stuff at the sawmill, the gardening, the firewood, the goats, the chickens, the pigs, and all that on 2 acres. And we're not even utilizing all 2 acres. So I encourage you, even if you have half an acre, if you have half an acre, if you're feeling it in your heart to homestead, then I would encourage you to do so. The times that we live in right now, who knows? We might get. You want to feed that to the pigs?
Yeah, I can.
All right, go ahead. Here's the missus. Look at this. Look at what the. Look at this.
Looks so yummy.
Oh man,
I love it.
Man, they're gonna love. Watch. You've got to watch this. You want to feed here? She really likes to feed. I love to feed the pigs too. Come on, piggy, piggy, piggy. Come on, piggy. Look at them running. Look at them running.
And we will get a better feeding system for the pig, you know. Come on, piggy.
Look at. This is our biggest one. His name's Fat Butt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. All
Yeah,
right.
they definitely love the scraps, you know, and the fresher the better.
Oh yeah.
More, you know, vegetables. And look at that one. It's like, what do I do?
All right, so back to the video. I wanna close it out with this. If you're feeling led to homestead, don't be discouraged by just having a little bit of property. You have half an acre. Do what you can on half an acre. Just get started. Just get started. Get you some chickens. I encourage you. We'll have. There are a lot of chicken videos out there and on chickens and eggs, and we will have one of those as well. Would you like to come?
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted me to or not.
And would you like to add anything?
Not really off the top of my head. Just
Okay.
I did want to do a chicken video eventually, but because chickens are a hot topic right now.
Oh, yeah.
Eggs, you know.
Yeah, eggs are shooting through the roof. I mean, we went to the store the other day, and what was it? $7 and something?
$7.48 for just your basic
That wasn't organic
low
either.
grade, yeah, eggs.
So,
And more stuff like this will happen. Like, we're not like conspiracy theorists and all that kind of stuff, but
no.
we homestead for this reason, you know, because now, I mean,
Yeah, we know what's going into our food. We know the market. I mean, just things are the prices are getting high. We don't know what they're putting in our food. Many different.
And shortages will be happening. You know,
yeah.
I believe that will be happening, and
Mm-hmm.
there's just something very satisfying about, I mean, it's God's design, you know, about going out and getting eggs from the coop and food from your garden and butchering your own pigs and milk from your goats. And, you know, it's a lot of hard work. I'm not going to lie. It's a lot of hard work. And it has its challenges. It's not easy, but it's worth it. You know, it's really worth it. So
It's very, very worth it. It is hard, but it is very worth it. And yeah, so you tell me, can you homestead on 2.5 to 3 acres?
Oh, absolutely.
I would definitely like to say the answer is
yeah.
100% yes.
I honestly
Yes, you
prefer
can.
it that way. I don't prefer like this widespread. And some people do well on that, you know. But...
Well, and obviously, the more you get,
Mm-hmm.
the more animals you get, the more you would want to have. And if you get into wanting to grow your own hay and things like that, you're going to have property to do that, more acreage to do that. But just for where we are now, for what we are doing, you've seen our little homestead, and I say it's little. It's not that big. I mean,
And Lord willing, it will grow, you know, as we venture out learning new things and stuff. So I wasn't trying to cut you off.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. So yeah, you can do it, and I encourage you to do it. If you're feeling led to do it, do it. Don't be discouraged because you don't think you have enough property. Do what you can on your property. So if that's growing tomatoes and peppers, grow you some tomatoes and peppers. I mean, there are people that live in apartments complexes that there's these things called grow bags, or they'll get 5-gallon buckets and they'll grow things in that. Do that. Get started.
Do what you can for where you're at. Don't feel like he's saying that you just can't do anything, because you can. Read 'em and Wheat is a really good channel. Weed 'em and Reap, and they homestead on a very, you know, I think it's an acre.
Yeah.
You know, unless they moved. I know a lot of their older videos were, but they hardly had any land, and they successfully did stuff well. You know, beautiful goats and all that kind of stuff. So.
Well, if you've hung with us this far in the video, there's a lot more to come. So please, if you would, subscribe to the channel. And we have a lot of vision for the place that the Lord has really given us, and we just would like for you to tag along if you'd like.
I didn't know if you told them that it's not just homesteading too, what the channel is about, you know. I didn't know if you had touched any on that.
Well, there's another video on that.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of it shares with you why we started the channel and things like that. So please go watch our other videos if you haven't. We're trying to keep these videos to a minimum. Right now we have just a lot that so the first couple are a little longer, and we're learning to edit and all that good stuff. So please, once again, bear with us, and bear with our mess here, because it's a mess out here, but this is real life. This is real life. This is what we have to deal with. And yeah, well, thanks for tagging along, for those who are. And I can't say hope to see you soon, but we hope that you see us soon. So take care.